Dun, 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 Uncle Al here, and this is a crappie video, more of a classroom one. So if you're not going to enjoy it, whatever. So anyway, we were at our local fishing home. This old guy, 80 years old, talking smack, and he's just killing them, and I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, what the hell's he doing? And I have my normal repetition, and I'm like, what the hell's he doing? I couldn't figure it out, and then I went back the next day and I sort of figured it out. So I'll give you my little insight, and I'm like, I would have never thought that. So, normal jig presentation, nothing like that. Let's move to the next one. So, he was fishing the corners and just pulling them out left and right. I had some luck right here, and this pole right here was down deep, and I was sort of pulling them out, but I got outfished 10-1, and I was like, what the hell's he doing? And then he was over here, and then he pull, then move, and I was like, something's fishy here. I didn't realize he had polarized glasses on. So the crappies were actually vertical, and they're staring under the dock. Maybe the minnows were hiding in some foliage under here because it's pretty mossy. So whatever they were feeding on, they were just looking straight up. And I was like, what the hell are they doing? And then so he would go through, he would see them pointing straight up. And there's two methods here. I would sort of do a slow presentation where I would just drop it and then sort of make little ripples on the water and then slowly get it to them. And they're like me at the buffet. I want the closest table to the food, and I don't want to walk 20 feet to go to the buffet. I want the table right there. They wouldn't move. They would just focus. I don't know if it was their field of vision. They would just focus. Maybe like if you dropped it over here, they weren't even interested. You'd have to be in the 3-inch zone. And they were about 2 inches below the dock. So, yeah. But they were interested in something under the dock, vegetation-wise. Well, it could have been minnows hiding under the dock. And it's just a weird time of year. I've never seen that happen. So, if I can get to the next one, I better take another drink. So normally Uncle L preaches, you start at the bottom, jig a few times, reel it up, go to the next one. But by the time I would see my jig right here, I'd say, there's nothing, and I would pull it up. So I'd be like, that method didn't work at all. So there was two different docks. So the long one seemed to be more productive because the crappies would be under the dock right here in the middle on this one, and they would be very few on the edges. Versus this one, they would be along the edges more versus hiding out. Well, let's see. Where's my marker? So top view of this, they would be looking straight down at this. And on this one, they could be under the dock right here, and you couldn't get to them. But you would still see them because they're in their black. The water was pretty clear. So this one's more ideal of a dock versus these ones. And I had more success on the long ones. But I guess it would work. You could stuff a pole under there long. I was using an ice fishing pole. Anyway, the typical setup for the jigs is vertical presentation, Palomar knot, get it vertical. You have to change up your game. So with them, I didn't draw the fishes. So with them, they were just looking, and sometimes you would drop it and they would just go away. So the fish would be right here, shooting straight up. Sometimes they would attack it immediately. Sometimes you would have to cause ripples on the thing not nipples, ripples, and then slowly ease it down and then sort of entice them. But they were just focusing, and then, like I say, they must have a narrow field of vision. You would drop it over here, they wouldn't even be interested. Some of them would swim over. But yeah, so you want more dock real estate to yourself, then you just wander around. You miss the one, go focus on another one. But they were just heading straight up. It was pretty crazy. So I figured it out. The vertical presentation. And like I say, they did not move at all. They had that little narrow mind vision. And then there might have been two there, but usually it was just one stacked in per dock. And then sometimes in the corner there was two. But like I say, they were just focusing in, and they were suspended just straight up. I don't know how the hell they did it, but I would watch them for 5 minutes and they would just be there straight up looking at something. Didn't bother with it. I didn't mess with the ones way under the dock. I just messed the ones with right on the edge, and I would drop my jig. But you just wander around, and it's like shooting fish in a barrel per se. But it was a good time. I learned something new. Subscribers, there's been a few. I haven't been posting any videos. I can't even remember them. I'll have another drink. Cheers, and thanks for watching. Uncle L's out.